Shut it. They just made it.
Nah, cupcakes.
Updates.
Mm-hmm.
When the Flints came out. Oh shit. No, I'm getting old. I could have sworn them shits just came out. Didn't they? Last year?
A rivalry that started as an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The run inside. It's Jordan. Got to be smart,
A pretzel?
patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They go right back to him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Newt Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot, and obviously, Palmer, you add a trophy, it just gets way better.
It's like the greatest players to ever do it. I mean, Joe Montana for Notre Dame, Marcus Allen, his Heisman Trophy with the Trojans, and you're right. We could go on and on and on, and it always seems like those guys played their best games in this rivalry classic.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give is to Miller. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Handoff to the single running back.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple.
Could be an alley. Smashes ahead. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds.
Talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
On this red zone opportunity. Running back searching for a hole. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Mayava. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about if you're the defense right now? You've been on the field, you've given up a lot of yards on this drive, but if they go for this here on 4th down and you come up with one more stop, that is a huge play, and that's got to give you some confidence.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air.
Oh,
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
On the ground, it's Mobley. Picks up the 1st down. There's a crease. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Throwing. Carr.
Pick.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Running inside, it's Mobley. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They feed him again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Carr. Puts it out of the air. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered.
Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
What a great deep pass down the side.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. It's complete to the right. Tight end trying to get in.
Look at this, and he's...
A great catch and run for 6.
This nigga's soft as hell.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter.
Look at that. Jesus Christ.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got his man on the right. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes to the right. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Trojans. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver, who can design ways to get the football in his hand? Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Finds the tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offensive.
Oh, get the ball. Get the... Oh, my fucking God. This nigga trying to pick the ball up with one hand.
Luck or aggression or just a
What the
fortuitous bounce, but at
fuck,
least
bro?
they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
This nigga goes to pick the ball up with one hand. Like, what are we doing
Fires
here,
to the
bro?
wide out. Wide open downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Makes the grab. It's Walton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So
got a little grass. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, 1 touch, 1 touchdown.
yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jordan. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The run inside. It's Miller. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Right back to the well. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Oh,
Twice,
really
Bowman. That's twice.
Catch their physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
On the move, it's Walton. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
quickly out to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Unloads quickly. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Snap to the back. Maybe some room here. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the number 4 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Hoosiers with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor.
Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it.
Oh, my God, bro.
He's at the 50. That's the 30. The 10.
No,
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Great job by the back on the option. The Irish have seized control against the Trojans and starting to put their eyes on that jeweled shillelagh.
The Irish doing what they need to do. Every year we look forward to this game. The hype, does it meet the hype? The Irish were ready. USC's got some answering to do, Palmer.
Touchdown Jesus is celebrating somewhere. What a game so far by Notre Dame. They're hitting on all cylinders. They knew how big this game was coming in. They knew they had to be dialed up and ready to go. And they have looked good. And I think the Jewel Shillelagh might be making a trip to South Bend.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Find some fresh air. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Miller with the ball. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on second and short and take shots. This offense said, no, we want to get the first down, and we want to get it now.
They're going to ride this running back. Maybe a crease. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Trojans want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll leave it with him. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Mayava. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
All these star corn
This is a
niggas
situation
playing,
here in
man.
the third quarter. This offense did not want to be in facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Look at that shit.
It's
Throwing the ball
incomplete,
behind
and the
him.
defense comes up with a stop.
That is great job by this
throwing the ball
defense
behind
coming
him
up
for?
big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Direct snap. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Oh.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their sophomore defensive end, and as with any injury, they hope this is just a momentary thing. Holly will check on him in a bit. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Carr above the noise. Going to take a shot. Makes the grab inside
My
the
corner's
30.
so fucking shitty.
And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Pocket breaking down. Got it. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Behind the chains now on second and long. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Oh, they're after him.
God damn.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Steps away. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive, and another incompletion. And the
guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. First down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And we were talking about it in the half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level.
Here's a little room there. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Yeah, and how about the 3rd down run play? And this is an offense that they can do a lot of different things, so they make you guard the whole field, but you might want to start with that running back. And he makes the big play, gets the 3rd down conversion, gets him a new set of downs.
Bring in the heat, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Running inside, it's Mobley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the 4th quarter. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He'll pull it down and run. Breaks into the open. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Here's Carr to throw. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. A little release to the back. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Irish! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. The give to the back. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give is to Miller. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the 2nd straight play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for our 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
There's some room. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And, man, he really hasn't been the problem today. How about that? He's rushed for over 100 yards. Another big chunk play on the ground. They continue to be able to run the football well, but here now in the 2nd half, you've built yourself a deficit. I wonder how many more runs they got in him. They got to open this passing attack up and make some big plays.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. 8th play of the drive coming up. They think they can create space here with the run to the right.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. And that is how we will wrap this one up. After a hard-fought victory, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame have won the right to take home the coveted weapon of Gaelic combat, the jewel shillelagh. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.